Dear students, now we are going to discuss about the lifelong learning in the ITAs exploring ICT as a tool. Dear friends, first we are going to discuss about the role of ICTs in lifelong learning. We know that lifelong learning is the lifelong, voluntary, and self-motivated pursuit of knowledge for either personal or professional reasons. Thus, lifelong learning helps an individual to update his or her knowledge and skills. Now, let us discuss the various ways by which lifelong learning can be practiced. The education of an individual throughout their lifetime is considered to be lifelong learning. Therefore, if an individual engages in any learning that is formal, informal, or non-formal, we can consider them lifelong learnings. If it is formal learning, it may help the individual to earn awards, certificates, or degrees. Say, for example, an individual, after pursuing any master's degree and being employed, can further enroll in another master's program and earn the degree. Similarly, an individual, for instance, aged 75 can enroll in any program offered by an open distance learning institution and can earn a degree. However, people also engage in lifelong learning without the intention to earn degrees, but develop their knowledge and professional skills. Say, for instance, an individual working with a company can enroll in a MOOC offered by an institution to update their knowledge and skills. Similarly, simply reading an ebook or watching a video program can also enhance knowledge and skills. Thus, there are different ways by which an individual can engage and practice lifelong learning. While discussing the above mentioned points, you might have noticed that there are instances where individuals depends on ICTs to enhance their knowledge, skills, and competencies. Thus, ICT tools also help an individual to engage and practice lifelong learning. Some of the ICTs that are helpful for lifelong learning are as follows. Understanding ICT and its use in education are firstly, we will discuss about e-books. Nowadays, books are available in electronic format. They are known as e-books. Many e-books on various themes and topics are available on the internet for free of cost. However, e-books are also paid. Anyone can make use of such e-books to gain new knowledge and information. Second one is audio video programs. Audio video programs on various themes or topics prepared by teachers, instructors, educational experts, etc., are available on the internet and in digital repositories. Say, for instance, you may find millions of videos on YouTube. Such ICT resources may be used for lifelong learning. Third one is Open Educational Resources OERs. The digital teaching learning resources having an open license attached to them are called OERs. You may refer to know more about OERs. OERs are available in different formats like audio, video, e-text, etc. An individual is free to use, adapt, and remix OERs. However, one needs to be careful about the licenses attached to it. OERs are available on the internet and digital repositories can be used for lifelong learning. Social media. Social media are dedicated internet-based platforms and applications to maintain contact, interact, and collaborate with like-minded individuals, friends, or family members. The practice of staying connected with like-minded individuals, friends, or family members is called social networking. Some of the popular social media platforms are Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, etc. Social media tools can be used to share information and learn new knowledge. Digital repositories. Digital repositories are websites to store digital resources. Digital repositories are owned by an individual or any organization. Say, for instance, the IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, has its own digital repository that is eGyanKosh. The digital resources, e-text, videos, recorded live lectures available on eGyanKosh can be used for lifelong learning. Online courses and MOOCs. As discussed, the different ways of delivering programs courses are face-to-face, ODL, online, and blended mode. Among these modes, face-to-face is very common and popularly practiced. However, with the advancement of technology, online and blended modes are also gaining popularity. Nowadays, many courses are offered online. Many institutions and organizations are offering MOOCs. Such online courses and MOOCs can be utilized for lifelong learning. Blogs. A blog is a website that is used to share information or opinion on any topic. Blogs are similar to personal diaries wherein the content posted appears in reverse chronological order. This means that the newer content appears first the blog. The person who maintains and runs the blog is called a blogger. On the internet, you may see different blogs relating to various topics and subjects. An individual can use such blogs for lifelong learning. You might have come across these ICT tools in various units of this course. Therefore, you should understand that these tools are not exclusively used for lifelong learning. They are also used for various activities of general education such as school and higher education. ICT for vocational education and skill development. We have discussed lifelong learning and some of the ICT tools supporting it. We will discuss about vocational education and skill development. Firstly, let us try to understand the meaning of vocational education and how it helps in the skill development of learners. Vocational education or vocational education and training, also called career and technical education, prepares learners for jobs that are based on manual or practical activities, traditionally non-academic and related to a specific trade, occupation, or vocation, hence the term in which the learner participates. It is sometimes referred to as technical education as the learner directly develops expertise in a particular group of technology. We can also say that vocational education includes any form of education that prepares an individual for specific jobs like the job of a beautician, tailoring, television repairing, dry cleaning, soap making, beekeeping, welding, etc. Skill development is the major focus of vocational education. Thus, vocational education in general develops specific skills among learners. How is vocational education offered? In our country, vocational education is offered at the secondary and higher secondary level, industrial training institutes, polytechnic colleges, conventional colleges, etc. However, National Education Policies 2020 heralds the potentially explosive growth of vocational education in the country since it requires all educational institutions to integrate vocational education into their offerings. This will bring a very large number of schools, colleges, and universities into the fold of potential vocational education and training providers during the coming decade and make VET available vocational education training available to millions of students. Let us also ponder on teaching learning processes that are carried out in vocational education institutions like ITIs and polytechnics, etc. In general, the learner of vocational courses are required to study theoretical papers to gain understanding and apply their theoretical knowledge in a real life context. Practical courses are provided. Thus, the learners need to apply their theoretical knowledge by practicing them in a real life context in the laboratories. But you should understand that most of these teaching learning activities are performed with the use of conventional methods and teaching learning aids. We can supplement those conventional practices by using ICTs. ICTs may provide an alternative way of providing good quality training to vocational students. ICT tools can play an important role in imparting skills related to different vocations. You have learned that ICT is an umbrella term that includes communication devices or application, radio, television, cellular phone, computer hard and software and networking, and satellite systems and services associated with them. It is a term used to denote a wide range of services, applications, and technologies using various types of equipment and software running over telecommunication networks. ICT can be defined as computer-based tools and techniques for gathering and using information. It encompasses the hardware and software, the network and several other devices, video, audio, photographic camera, etc., that can convert information, images, and sound into common digital form. It includes electronic information and processing technologies such as computers and the internet, as well as fixed line telecommunication networks. ICT is an eclectic application of computing, communication, telecommunication, and satellite technology. How can we use ICT for vocational education and skill development? The ICT tools that are employed in general education for various purposes like teaching, learning, assessment, administration, etc., can also be used for vocational education training. Say, for instance, the online conferencing tools may be used for online teaching in vocational education training, while the audio video programs may be used to make learners clearly understand the subject matter. Video programs and their varied formats like animation, interactive videos, etc., are effective tools for vocational education training. Video programs depicting various skills like carpentry, sewing, etc., can be prepared and used during vocational education training. The social media tools may be used to share information and collaborate between peers, teachers, etc. ICT tools like computers, tablets, computers, digital cameras, laptops, social media applications, blogs, online digital repositories, e-contents, quick response codes, QR codes, open educational resources, e-libraries, e-texts, audio-video programs, etc., can be used for various purposes of vocational educational training. Say, for instance, if you want your students to deeply learn a topic, OERs, texts, or videos may be referred to them. Similarly, for collaborating learning, discussion forums can be utilized. If the entire course content of the program or course or any particular semesters needs to be offered online, any learning management systems, that is LMS, will be a suitable choice. How ICTs can be used or integrated into teaching learning in vocational education training. If, are, if you are planning to integrate ICT in vocational education training, you need to be aware of the needs of the learners, suitability of the ICT tools, availability of the ICT infrastructures, and so on. You should consider all those points discussed for selecting and integrating ICTs in vocational education training. You may also note that according to ML 1998 has identified four different applications of ICTs for technology in adult education. You can also use those four different ways to integrate ICT in vocational education training. They are as follows. First one is technology as curriculum. When using technology as curriculum, the focus is on developing ICT literacy skills. There are two types of literacy skill sets. The first is generic ICT literacy skills such as keyboard, word processing, using database, using spreadsheets, desktop, publishing, and using the internet for research and communication. And the second ICT skill sets are occupationally specific ICT literacy skills. Second point, technology as a delivery mechanism. When technology is used as a delivery mechanism, the focus is on packaging post content for digital delivery. Common approaches in the use include computer assisted instructions, computer based instructions, and web based or online instruction. Open and distance learning programs make extensive use of technology as their delivery mechanism. Technology as a complement to instructions. When technology is used as a complement to instructions, then the emphasis is on providing opportunity to practice skills taught and extending learning by working with specific software application. Simulators are often used in technical and vocational education training to address safety concerns during the initial phase of training and also to save money that needs to be spent or buying or hiring equipment needed by crane operators and truck drivers. Technology can be used for drills and practice to complement instructions. And next, technology as an instructional tool. When technology is used as an instructional tool, it is integrated into instructional activities. The primary instructional goals and outcomes remain the same, but technology is used to enrich and extend them. Although acquiring technology related skills is not the primary focus of this approach, instructional activities frequently support their development. For example, learners develop skills in word processing while completing writing assignments. The spread of the internet and the World Wide Web has made this approach very common in distance education and other education and training settings. Distance education delivered via computer conferencing is on one. Technology has also been used to extend adult literacy curricula in a multi-level classroom by enabling learners to have immediate access to inter-based resources that provide content of interest to their life situations and allow for the teaching of skills in context. This approach allows learners to develop skills and have experiences with technology in ways that will benefit them outside the instructional settings. For imparting skills related to different vocations, any of the above application of ICTs can be used. When technology is used as a complement to instructions, it means that technologies are used as additional instructional aids. For instance, a vocational program or course on mobile technology needs to provide learners with adequate theoretical knowledge of mobile phones and develop skills to repair them. The theoretical knowledge and skills can be provided using various teaching methods such as a lecture or lecture cum demonstration method, etc. This is the traditional teaching style followed in many vocational educational training institutions. But ICTs can also be used for instructional purposes. For instance, a video program showing the different components of a mobile, circuit boards, repairing mobiles, etc. can be used during the vocational educational training. Even with the help of ICTs, real life situations can be stimulated. The simulators help learners to better understand the subject matter and learn skills. Thus, there are various situations in vocational educational training where ICTs can be employed for skill development. ICTs for sustainable development. Till now, we have discussed the use of ICTs in lifelong learning and vocational education. Let us now discuss another aspect of ICT use. It is connected to sustainable development. What do you mean by sustainable development? The concept of sustainable development was described by the Brundtland Commission Report 1987 as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. In other words, sustainable development is an approach to the economic development of the country without compromising the quality of the environment for the future use of the upcoming generation. There are four dimensions to sustainable development: society, environment, culture, and economy, which are intertwined, not separate. You might have heard a related term that is sustainability. Is there any difference between the term sustainability and sustainable development? Sustainability is a paradigm for thinking about the future in which environmental, societal, and economic considerations are balanced in the pursuit of an improved quality of life. Therefore, sustainability may be considered a long term goal for achieving a sustainable and safe one, while sustainable development is the processes and strategies to achieve a sustainable world. Therefore, education and training, good governance strategies, sustainable agriculture, and production can be considered sustainable development strategy. Say, for example, cultivating crops, vegetables, cereals, etc., without using pesticides and chemical substances may help us to protect the soil and preserve it for the future generation. Thus, if we think of the future generation and the safety of the soil and earth and environment, then this may considered a strategy for sustainable development. Let us see how ICTs can play an important role in sustainable development. You know that ICT have made great impact on our lives. When it comes to the field of sustainable development, ICTs have an incredible role to play. A study performed by Hawaii and Sustainability 2017 found a high correlation between countries that are progressing well with sustainable development goals and those that have performed well in the field of ICT. The Sustainable Development Goals, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Sustainable development goals are the blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet now and into the future. There are 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which are an urgent call for action by all countries, developed and developing in a global partnership. Now, let us discuss the role of ICT in sustainable development. The analysis of the Sustainable Development Goal is prepared by the United Nations will make you understand the ICTs can play a big role in achieving most of them. Say, for instance, Goal 4 talks about the quality education. How will you provide the quality education? ICTs may help in this regard. ICT use in this benefits of ICT use in education. It was mentioned that ICT use enhances the quality of education in various ways. Say, for instance, offering online courses helps learners to access quality reading materials, video lectures, etc., and the use of such digital resources improving their learning. Thus, the use of ICTs contributed to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. But we should know that ICT use also produces electronic waste. Say, for instance, computers, tablets, laptops, etc., which may not be working, are electronic wastes. Electronic wastes are harmful to the environment. Thus, proper measures must be taken into destroy them and thereby preserve the environment and move towards reaching the sustainable development goals. Thus, we can say that ICTs and sustainability can mutually reinforce one another. With the use of different technologies such as web conferencing, students from around the world can learn courses of their interest and without traveling to other countries. Technology use has also resulted in the increasing effectiveness of inclusive education because persons with disabilities can use ICTs to communicate and receive education that might not be available for them. We have also seen that potential of various online learning platforms during the COVID-19 pandemic. It was possible only through the ICTs to impart education during the pandemic period. The pandemic period has made it possible for us to realize the potentials of ICTs. ICTs also have an impact on sustainable development goals, which is good health and well-being. Can you think of the medical facilities and situations prevailing a few years back? At present, many countries have considerable numbers of hospitals and most modern facilities. The modern day equipments are nothing but ICTs. These equipments helps medical practitioners to diagnose and treat medical issues on time and effectively. Similarly, the use of ICTs in the field of agriculture, industry, etc., can significantly contribute to enhance their production, quality maintenance, etc. Thus, ICTs have a huge role in contributing to sustainable development goals. But what remains an area of concern here is that the countries with extensive ICT infrastructure are beginning to overtake the countries which are still developing their ICT infrastructure and industries. This gap between the have and have nots need to be bridged. There is no doubt that ICTs have tremendous potential in the field of sustainable development, but what is needed at this stage is bridging the gap between different countries, or else we cannot achieve the goal of sustainable development. We all are connected, and let us remain connected to achieving the goal of sustainable development. Now, thus we can conclude that in the information technology age, lifelong learning has become increasingly essential due to rapid technological advancement and the continuous evolution of the digital landscape. Information and communication technology serves as a powerful tool in facilitating lifelong learning, making education more accessible, flexible, and effective for adults. Here is how ICT can be leveraged to enhance lifelong learning. Enhanced accessibility and flexibility of ICT through ICT are: first one is online learning platforms. These platforms like Course, Udemy, Khan Academy offer a wide range of courses that can be accessed anytime and anywhere, allowing learners to study at their own pace. These platforms often provide courses from basic literacy to advanced professional skills. Mobile learning. It includes with the proliferation of smartphones and tablets, learners can access educational content on the go. Mobile apps designed for learning make it convenient for adults to continue their educational while managing other responsibilities. Open educational resources. It includes ICT facilities, access to free and openly licensed educational materials such as textbooks, videos, and interactive modules. Websites like OpenStax and MIT OpenCourseWare provide high quality resources that support self directed learning, interactive, and engaging learning experiences. Multimedia resources. ICT enables the integration of multimedia resources, including videos, animations, and simulations, making learning more engaging and interactive. These resources cater to different learning styles and can enhance understanding of complex concepts. Gamifications. Incorporating game like elements into learning platforms such as points, badges, and leaderboards can motivate learners and make the learning process more enjoyable. Virtual and augmented reality. These technologies provide immersive learning experiences, allowing learners to explore and interact with virtual environments. For example, medical students can practice surgeries using virtual and augmented reality simulations. Online communities and forums. ICT facilitates the creation of online communities where learners can discuss topics, share resources, and support each other. Platforms like Reddit, LinkedIn groups, and specialized forums fosters peer-to-peer learning and networking. Collaborative tools. Tools like Google Workspace, Microsoft Teams, and Slack enable real-time collaboration on projects and assignments, fostering teamwork and enhancing the learning experience. Social media. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn offer opportunities for learners to follow thought leaders, join professional groups, and stay updated with the latest industry trends and developments. Personalized learning. First one is adaptive learning technology. These systems use algorithms to personalize the learning experience based on the learner's performance preferences. Platforms like Khan Academy and Smart Sparrow adapt content and spacing to meet individual needs. Learning analytics. ICT allows the collection and analysis of data on learner behavior and progress. Educators can use these data to identify learning gaps and provide targeted support, while learners can track their own progress and adjust their learning strategies. Artificial intelligence, AI powered tutors and chatbots provides instant feedback and assistance, making learning more efficient and tailored to individual needs. And overcoming barriers, cost effective learning. It includes many online courses and resources are free or low cost, reducing the financial barriers to education. Scholarships and financial aid options are also available for more expensive programs. Second one is inclusive learning. ICT can help bridge the gap for learners with disabilities by providing assistive technologies such as screen readers, speech to text software, and adjustable text size. And third one is global reach. ICT enables learners from different parts of the world to access the same educational resources, promoting global learning and cultural exchange. Thus, we can conclude that in the ITS, ICT is a transformative tool that significantly enhances lifelong learning. By providing greater accessibility, interactive and engaging experiences, collaborative opportunities, personalized learning, and overcoming traditional barriers, ICT ensures that adults can continuously develop their skills and knowledge. Embracing the ICT in adult education empowers individuals to adapt to the dynamic demands of the digital age, fostering personal growth, professional development, and active participation in a globalized society. Thank you, students.